Blackpool is home to some of the most famous light bulbs in the world. The Illuminations started out almost 140 years ago. They became more and more popular over the years. Hey, I remember those. Nowadays, they draw in over 3.5 million visitors every single year. And a fifth of all the year's tourists will hit the resort while they're lit up from September to November. So they're big business for the town. Down at the best Western Carlton Hotel, he's going to have a special role to play, putting them at the heart of the Illuminations.
I was never any good at wrapping presents. Perfect.
The hotel, it's only got 60 bedrooms, so in terms of Blackpool, it is a very small hotel.
We are right on the seafront, so we have to be up there on top and draw people in and try to capitalise on that economy that's coming into Blackpool.
With so many hotels in Blackpool, manager Andy and his boss Kerrion have decided they need to do something big to stand out. And what better way to make a statement than to actually become part of one of the biggest outdoor light shows in the world?
Blackpool is about the Illuminations. It is the world's biggest outdoor light show.
When I was a kid, the Illuminations were really vibrant and bright, and they were, you know, sort of really exciting.
We were expecting a distinguished guest who, let's say he's got an eye for flair, he's a designer. It's all a bit of a secret, really, isn't it?
The town's awash with mystery today. They've hired the lampposts on the prom outside the hotel and have got the celebrity designer to create some illuminations for them.
The illuminations will be on the main strip outside of the hotel. We're also going to have one of those illuminations on our roof.
And these aren't just any old lampposts they're hiring. The hotel are buying into a section of actual illuminations on the prom. They've got pole position in the main display, so have to be special.
We want something that's going to wow people. We want something that's really, really eye-catching, that draws people in.
But celebrity designers don't come free, or cheap for that matter, and they've splashed out their full marketing budget on some bright lights to sit outside the hotel.
We are spending more than spending our marketing budget on this, so we're quite excited to see the drawings that he's produced. It's a bit like one of those things that money can't buy, really.
Well, money can buy it, actually. And it all carries a hefty 5-figure price tag. It's not just the designs that they're paying for. They've also got the lampposts, the wiring and electricity, the lights themselves, and the workmen to put them up.
We're really excited about it. We've got high expectations of what he's produced. It's really important.
Looking into what he is going to come up with is an exciting thought, but there's a lot of apprehension there as well. We'll just wait for the unveiling, which is going to be really exciting, because we don't know what they look like yet.
Yep, you heard right. All that cash up front, and they've not seen the designs. They'll be seeing them for the first time when the mystery celebrity arrives with the drawings. I hope they like them. But before they can have the winter off, local businesses have a final push. The 9-week Illuminations is when tourists are expected to spend more than 275 million quid.
Most of the seaside resorts are closing down this time of year. This gives Blackpool that extra boost that takes you through the winter, and everybody hopefully makes some money to get through the winter months.
As far as the hotel's concerned, we get an extra 10 weeks, which means that, you know, it's good for business.
Hotel manager Andy is preparing for a visit from celebrity designer Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen. They've blown their entire marketing budget on getting some illuminations to go outside their hotel.
We're talking sort of a 5-figure sum here, and it's a massive risk when you haven't seen the designs from Lawrence.
It's a big financial gamble for the hotel, and the cost of putting up the lights keeps going up.
When you are spending an awful lot of money, it is a risk, and we're probably maybe £4 grand over budget.
That's a lot resting on some drawings they haven't even seen yet. But it's almost the moment of truth, as Lawrence is due to arrive any minute now. Oh, here he is.
Hello, hello.
And he's joined by Richard from Blackpool's Illuminations department.
Wow.
Yeah, is it big enough?
The hotel are getting some lights made to go into the main display on the prom and having a matching one on the roof of the hotel.
So we're having one of those on the hotel.
There's two either side of the road, and then one on the roof just above the terrace.
Yep.
But I mean, obviously, I want it to be something very contemporary. I want it to be a contemporary addition to the illumination scape, as they say.
To the what?
It is all about calling to mind Art Deco, you know. Blackpool has this extraordinary legacy. What I would like to see more and more of with the illuminations is a kind of a respect for the heritage. You know, we've lost that. You're bringing that back.
Yeah.
You're basically investing in an illuminated art piece. So you see these very Art Deco colour schemes, which go from violet to lilac to pink up to red. What would be amazing would be to be able to create these sort of tunnels, we call them enfilades, where you have light change that moves with the car. So exactly.
Does anyone know what he's talking about?
It's like you're driving through a tumble of colour.
So what do you think, Kerrion?
It is good, really good.
Although I would say that good is a very small word for this. Let's go, you know, phantasmagorical.
Ooh, OK, that's you told. OK, Andy, what are your thoughts? And remember, good isn't a big enough word.
They are really good.
Well, that's one way of making it bigger. Great. Let's hope the finished products are as really good as the pictures. Especially when they've not left themselves with any of their budget to spend on anything else.
Will be absolutely awesome. They'll be the talk of the town. It's got to be.
We have a car park that I need to clear.
Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen has designed some bespoke lights for them, and they're arriving today by truck.
We've got a 40-foot articulated vehicle, just needs to pull as close to the building as they can because the crane on the back will lift the illumination up onto the building. So I'm going to start taping off what I can to make some space. That's worked out all right, I'm happy with that.
You OK there, Andy?
Did you get that?
Get what?
I nearly got caught by a seagull.
That's meant to be lucky, that. Let's face it, you could probably do with a bit of luck today. And car park cleared just in time for the truck, it's time to get the light on the roof. The ones over the road are starting to look good.
Well, we're that close to the end now.
Do we get a sneak preview?
3, 2, 1.
Turn them on when you're ready, Andy.
Yes.
Oh, you already have done.
There it is, it's done. Awesome. Well, thanks to everybody that's made this happen. Thanks to all of our lovely guests who moved the cars for us in time so we could get the truck in. That's important. And all the engineers that have made this happen as well.
Can someone tell Andy he's not accepting an Oscar? You might want to save your speech for the big switch on of the town's dazzling display. Those legendary light bulbs decorate 6 miles of the seafront. And if you laid out the festoon strip of lights that zigzag between the luminous lanterns, it'd reach all the way to Scotland. That's over 100 miles.
We're off to see the lights. Everything is about it is lovely, the illuminations.
I hear it costs 50 grand to keep those bulbs lit up for the season. That's one big meter to feed. Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen has arrived at the hotel to turn on his phantasmagorical lights.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Everyone looking towards me and warm smiles.
Hang on, warm your hands up.
Perfect.
Time to see if swapping loot for light bulbs has been worth it.
There we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey, perfect.
Oh, Huey!
I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to be the talk of the town because they are absolutely beautiful. They really look great.
I think the money's really, really well spent, and I think it's something that we can progress with.
We need to stand out, particularly this day and age in the competitive market.
But would you spend your entire marketing budget on it again?
I think we can still top it next year.
Create something new for next year. I think it's just onwards and upwards now.
Watch this space.
And they're not the only ones happy with the finished result.
I am absolutely delighted. It's the first time I've seen it illuminated. You know, actually, this is a very special time of year in a very special place. And they haven't even paid me to say that.
Don't ask them for any more money. They'll have to have a whip round.
I feel as if my work on your planet is done. I feel as if I have illuminated the Carlton and I can move on.